Homicide 1902, the case of 51-year-old Sarah Russell. Sarah Russell was convicted of the manslaughter of 29-year-old Annie Thompson, who she performed an illegal operation on in Deptford. Annie Thompson's death was due to septicemia. She died on the 23rd of January 1902. She had been the wife of a plasterer and had lived at 33 Deloraine Street in Deptford. Evidence at the inquest detailed Annie Thompson's determination to undergo an illegal operation, and that she had later said that it had been done. Her sister-in-law gave evidence stating that she had taken a note from Annie Thompson to Sarah Russell, and that she had visited Annie Thompson at her home and seen Sarah Russell there. She said that as she entered the room, that she heard Sarah Russell refer to an instrument and saw her take one from her pocket, saying that she always carried one there. She said that she visited Annie Thompson another time and saw Sarah Russell there again with her, and said that Sarah Russell said to her, "Don't divulge a word, or you'll get me into trouble." On the 22nd of January 1902, Annie Thompson was found to be very ill, and her sister-in-law recommended getting a doctor, and said that Sarah Russell asked her again not to divulge anything. The doctor was called the following day, 23rd of January 1902, and shortly after that Annie Thompson died. Annie Thompson's sister-in-law said that when she arrived, she overheard Annie Thompson's husband accusing Sarah Russell of having used an instrument, and said that Sarah Russell denied it, and said that Annie Thompson's husband said to her, "You wicked old cat, you did." Annie Thompson's sister-in-law said that when she suggested a doctor be called in, that Sarah Russell had said that if one came, that she would tell him that Annie Thompson had had a fight with a certain woman. Annie Thompson's husband said that they had been married for 8 years and had 2 children living out of 4, and that he had not been aware of Annie Thompson's condition. He said that she had been taken ill on the 16th of January 1902, and that on the 18th of January 1902 that he had found Sarah Russell, who he didn't know, with his wife. He said that Sarah Russell asked him for some money, and that he gave her a sovereign, and that on the 23rd of January 1902 that Annie Thompson seemed better when he left for work in the afternoon. However, he said that when he returned, she was dead. Annie Thompson's husband said that after he found that Annie Thompson was dead, that her sister-in-law made a certain communication to the doctor in his presence, and when Sarah Russell came to his house, he accused her of killing his wife. Sarah Russell said that she had been sent for, but Annie Thompson's husband said that it was not for that purpose. He said that Annie Thompson had told her that Sarah Russell had washed her and got her dinner on the 17th of January 1902. He said that he didn't know Sarah Russell was a nurse, and that he had never asked her who she was. The judge said that he had reason to believe that Sarah Russell had been engaged in a nefarious and mischievous trade, as there was evidence of other operations. She was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 7 years penal servitude. She had lived at 48 Clifton Hill, New Cross. Deloraine Street, where Annie Thompson had lived, has since been demolished.